Yesterday, Rigathi Gachagua was at an interview with NTV where he talked on a wide range of issues. In this video, I want us to listen to Rigathi as he talked about the affordable housing. Rigathi alleged yesterday that he warned William Ruto against the affordable housing. So the big question is, at what stage or when did Rigathi Gachagua warn William Ruto against the affordable housing? Listen to Rigathi Gachagua.
To be truthful to you, I have told the president that the people of Kenya do not want a housing program. Building houses should be left to the private sector. Because he was talking about housing so passionately to people who believe it is not right, you know? And many a times I told the president, Your Excellency, I'm talking to many people. Professionals are talking to me, business people are talking to me, church people are talking to me. They felt that the issue of housing is really not a priority, and it's a very individual thing, and they feel that it should be left to the private sector, And myself, Karanja, I'm a people's person. Once the people are of that opinion, that becomes my automatic opinion. And that the president was accusing me of not going to launch housing. It's one of the things repeatedly he would accuse me of. Wewe Rigiji unisaidii kwenda kufungua manyumba nini? Mwambia manyumba watu wataki boss. Sasa mimi sitaki kupigana na raia. Unajua hii wananchi ndio wametuajiri kazi. Ya rais tumeajiriwa kazi na hii watu. Sasa hii kitu ya manyumba hii hawataki. Hata tukijaribu kuwaambia they are not interested.
Mr. Gachagua, you're telling us that most of the advices you gave, you are saying you gave an opinion about SHA, yes. It was never had. You gave an opinion about the housing levy, it was never had nor implemented.
It wasn't.
Then why did you insist on serving for that long? Why didn't you resign?
Well,
you were in a government that clearly didn't want to heed your advice as the president's principal assistant.
Well, President William Ruto had not given me the job, so I was given by the people of Kenya. And there were a few things that I was doing that were okay. I was quite busy and happy to do the coffee reforms. I was quite happy to do the tea reforms. I was very happy to do reforms in the data sector.
Which you claimed were eventually sabotaged by Parliament. Up until recently.
That was Rigathi Gachagua speaking yesterday at the NTV interview. The big question is, when did Rigathi warn William Ruto against the affordable housing units? Before we answer that question, if you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. Kenyan politicians are not honest with Kenyans. They are coming out to me as liars. And they are lying in broad daylight because Kenyans themselves forget things very fast. It only takes 1 or 2 weeks and Kenyans will have forgotten what was happening. The same Rigathi now saying he warned William Ruto against affordable housing units was at the forefront championing the affordable housing units. Let's listen to Rigathi Gachagua speaking sometimes back before he fell out with William Samoei Ruto. He spoke on several occasions supporting the affordable housing units. And that's why I'm asking this question. At what point, when did Rigathi warn William Ruto against the affordable housing units? Listen to Rigathi once more.
I am very happy that the leadership, especially of this region where we come from, is all aligned. Let us support the finance bill. Let us support the housing fund, because watoto wetu tunasomesha wanatoka kwa shule hawana kazi, mafundi wako wanashida pale kwa river wanangoja. The whole housing thing has two components. The lesser component is getting houses for Kenyans to stop living in slums. That need is about 30%. But the whole component of housing, 70%, is to create employment for our young people so that they have work to do. Sasa wewe ukipinga na kwa constituency kumejaa vijana hawana kazi, tunataka kuwatafutia kazi, na hao vijana hakuna mtu anaambia watakatwa chochote kwa sababu hana mshahara. So we are even telling wananchi hawa kawaida, don't bother about hiyo tunapiga kelele. Wewe hakuna mtu anakukata pesa kwa sababu huna kazi. Siku utapata kazi ndio utakatwa, so utapiga kelele wakati hiyo. But for now, siwacha tukutafutie kazi upate kukatwa. Si ndio? Yes. Yeah.
Chairman, your board and the MD and your staff, I want to thank you because tulikuwa hapa and the progress I have seen, naona ni kazi nzuri. Tunataka tuseme contractor asante sana. Pia tumefurahi kupata watu wengi sana wamepata ajira hapa. Hii program ya affordable housing na rais alieleza lengo lake ni mara mbili. One, watu wapate nyumba nzuri za kukaa. Lakini sana sana sikijengwa vijana wetu na wamama wapate ajira. Na kwa hivyo hii project tumefurahi sana. Ile ripoti imesomwa hapa na governor, ya wale wamama, ya wale vijana wamepata nafasi hapa ya kujitafutia ndio waweze kusomesha watoto wao, waweze kulea watoto wao. Tumeshukuru sana, and that is why this program is very important for this country. Na kwa hivyo ndio sisi tuko hapo tumekwama kwa hii program. Nataka niambie hao wajumbe asanti kwa ile mlitupitisha pale bunge. Sisi sasa yetu ni kuendelea kujenga.
Na mimi nimefurahi kumsidikisha rais hapa kwa mambo ya affordable housing, kwa sababu watu ya hapa Gusii mashamba yenu ni kidogo sana. Kama kuna jamii ambaye inastahili kuunga mkono hii program ya affordable housing ni watu ya Kisii na Nyamira, kwa sababu mashamba yenu ni kidogo. So nyinyi mkuje muishi hapa kwa orofa ya 7 ya 8, mteremuke muende kwa mashamba, jioni mrudi kwa orofa. Siko namna hiyo. Mtawekewa lift ama mtapanda na stairs? Au mnataka lift? Stairs ndio mzuri, ndio mfanye tisi.
Huu mradi wa nyumba ya affordable housing 650 units umetoa kibarua kazi kwa vijana wetu. Wa mafundi wa hapa Bodeni ndio wamejenga hizi nyumba, ndio wameleta madirisha, ndio wameleta milango. Na hii affordable housing tunataka iendelee, vijana wapate kazi. Mnataka iendelee isiendelee? Iendelee isiendelee?
That was Rigathi Gachagua speaking on several occasions supporting the affordable housing units. When did Rigathi advise William Ruto against the affordable housing units? Let's find out. Rigathi is lying to Kenyans in broad daylight. When his relationship with William Ruto was cordial, Rigathi was number one William Ruto sycophant. And we still remember Rigathi pressing William Ruto, calling William Ruto mfalme wetu. That's how sycophantic Rigathi Gachagua was. And we also saw Rigathi Gachagua's sycophancy during Azimio demonstrations. He took it upon himself to deal with the innocent demonstrating Kenyans. And he was seen as the face of brutality in William Ruto's government. So Rigathi was Ruto's number one sycophant. I've always explained in this forum that Rigathi might have started rebelling against William Ruto when William Ruto dumped him. In the event William Ruto could have not dumped Rigathi, Rigathi could have been William Ruto's constant sycophant. It's important Kenyans understand that he only started rebelling when Ruto dumped him. If Ruto had not dumped him, he could have still been a William Ruto's sycophant. And even keenly listening on how he was talking yesterday at the interview, you are seeing a man who was willing and very desperate to continue being William Ruto's sycophant. So Kenyans should not allow themselves to be lied to by some of these politicians. They are taking advantage that Kenyans normally do forget things very, very easily. Regarding is lying to Kenyans in broad daylight. That's what I can make of his remarks on the affordable housing units. So to Kenyans believing Rigathi Gachagua, I believe they are the problems we have in Kenya, and that's why politicians are always taking political advantage of Kenyans' naivety. Let me stop it there. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Those watching us outside Kenya, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.